So hello all, welcome back to this comedy session of generative AI. I think I'm visible and audible to all of you. So please do confirm in the chat if I'm visible and audible to all of you. Yeah, good afternoon to all. I think I'm audible, my voice is clear and my feed is also clear. I'm clearly visible to all of you, yes or no? Great. So I think we can start with the session. So now let's start. Let's begin. So in the previous classes, in the previous three classes, actually, I have talked about the generative AI LLM, and then I came to this OpenAI. And yesterday, I did the detailed discussion on top of this OpenAI, and I have introduced the LangChain to all of you. So guys, this is the notebook. Inside this notebook, I have kept each and everything, whatever notes, whatever code and all, whatever thing I was doing. All right. So in terms of code and all. So each and everything I have kept inside this particular notebook, and this notebook is available inside your resource section. So from where you will get a resource, guys. So for that, you need to go through with the dashboard. So here is your dashboard. Here you will find out all the recordings, day 1 recording, day 2 recording, day 3 recording. So just try to go through with the day 3. You just need to click on the day 3, and here check with the resource. So go inside your resource section, and this is the dashboard, guys. Generative AI community in addition English. So here you will find out two dashboard, the two community dashboard, one for Hindi and one for English. So this is for the Hindi one. Actually, I'm taking a same classes on a Hindi channel as well. iNeuron Hindi, iNeuron Tech Hindi. You can search over the YouTube, and it is your one, this English one. So just go and check with your dashboard. You will find out all the recordings and all. So click on this day 3, and here check with your resource section. So okay, so resources is not there. I have already given to my team, but don't worry, I will check. And here is what, guys, here is a notebook. So definitely I will provide you this particular notebook inside the resource section, so you all can run it. You all can run it, and by running it you can revise the thing and all. And apart from this notebook, apart from this resources, you will find out the quizzes and assignment also. So please try to enroll to this dashboard, try to visit the iNeuron website, sign up over there, log in, and then enroll into this community session. For this community session, you no need to pay anything. It's a free one. Okay, so just go through with the iNeuron website and log in. After sign up, do the login, and you can access this particular dashboard, and you will find out the same dashboard in our description also. So just try to check the description of this video, of this live section. You will find out the dashboard, or else you can check with the previous live recorded session also, which is already available on the over the iNeuron YouTube channel. Got it? So this resource part is clear to all of you. Now in today's session, what all thing we're gonna discuss. So guys, first I will start from the LangChain. First I will explain you the complete LangChain, that what is a LangChain, what all things we have inside the LangChain, why we should use it, why it is too much powerful. Each and everything we'll try to discuss regarding the LangChain, and after that I will come to this Hugging Face. I will explain you that how you can use any like open source model from the Hugging Face hub. Got it? Yes or no? So in the previous class, I told you that whatever model is there over the OpenAI platform, how you can use that by after generating a API key. Now in today's session, after discussing this LangChain, I will come to the Hugging Face, and I will show you that after generating a API key, Hugging Face API key, how you can utilize that particular model. So each and everything we'll talk about in today's session, whatever I have told you, and after that we'll start with the project. So in tomorrow's session, or maybe day after tomorrow, So I will start with the project, end-to-end project. I will use this OpenAI concept, Hugging Face concept, Langchain concept, and I will show you that how you can create a web application, end-to-end web application, and then we'll come to the advanced part like vector databases and some other topic. So I think everything is fine. The agenda is all clear. So please give me a quick confirmation in the chat if we can start then, and whatever I have explained you so far, so it is clear or not. So please do let me know in the chat if it is clear and if we can start then. I'm waiting for your reply. Fine. So I got the answer now. Great. So let's start. Let's start with the topic. So in this notebook itself, I am going to write it down the entire code of the LangChain. So whatever thing is there regarding the LangChain, I will try to do here itself, and whatever things will come into the picture, whatever other libraries and all. So definitely we'll try to install all those library in the current virtual environment. Now here guys, I told you that how to create an environment, how to launch the Jupyter Notebook, how to install the OpenAI over there, how to like install the LangChain. Each and everything I have discussed in my previous session. So if you don't know about it, so please go and check with my previous session. There I did a detailed discussion regarding the environment setup. Got it? Now here guys, already I have written some sort of a line, some like sort of a code for the LangChain. Yesterday actually, I have imported the LangChain and I have used the key, the OpenAI key, and basically I have imported this OpenAI class, and I've created an object. Then I written a prompt over here, and here I was giving this prompt to my OpenAI API, and in the backend it was running the LLM model, and here you can see this is my output. Got it? Now here I had written actually this is a today's agenda, whatever thing we are going to discuss in today's session. So Hugging Face API, use of LangChain and all, so each and everything we'll try to do here itself in the in today's class itself. So first of all, let me write it down each and everything over the blackboard. So with that you will get a clear cut understanding regarding the agenda and all, that whatever thing I am going to discuss, and after that I will come to the code part, code section. So let's start with the agenda. Now in today's class guys, we'll be talking about the LangChain. So let me write it down over here. In today's session, we're going to start with the LangChain. Now what is a LangChain, why we use LangChain, and what is the difference between this OpenAI and this LangChain? So each and everything we'll be discussing over here itself. Now the first thing which we're going to discuss in the LangChain, the first thing, how to use LangChain or how to use OpenAI. How to use OpenAI via LangChain. So how to use OpenAI via LangChain. That's the first thing we'll try to discuss. Got it? After that, I will come to the prompt templating. So how you can do a prompt templating by using this LangChain. So the second topic which we're going to talk about, that will be a prompt templating. The third thing which we're going to discuss inside the LangChain, that will be chains. We'll talk about the chains, that what is a chains, how we can utilize this chains, what is the meaning of the chain, how what all the different type of chains is there. Each and everything we'll talk about over here. Then we'll talk about the agents, that what is the agents. Okay, so we'll talk about the agent, that what is the agent and what we can do by using this agent. So each and everything we'll try to discuss regarding this agent. And here here I will show you that how you can use the Google API. So by using this SERP API, so what I will do, so by using this SERP API, I will try to use the Google API, Google Search API. So in the agent section, I will explain you this particular thing. And after the agent, the fifth topic which we're going to discuss, that's going to be a memory. So we'll let you know that how we can retain the memory how we can retain the memory like chat GPT is doing, how we can do the same thing if we are using this OpenAI API. So we'll try to discuss this memory part as well, and which is which is available over here inside the LangChain. And by using this LangChain, we can implement this particular feature. After this memory, I will come to that document loader. So how we can load a different type of document. So document is nothing. Document is just a file like PDF file, CSV file, TSV file, or any other file. How you can load that particular document. So we'll talk about a document loader as well. So here let me write it down, document loader. After completing all these things, then I will come to this Hugging Face. Hugging Face. I will show you how you can. I will show you that how you can generate a Hugging Face API key, Hugging Face API token, and how you can utilize any sort of a model, whatever model is there over the Hugging Face hub. So how you can use that particular model. So I will talk about the Hugging Face after that, and finally we'll move to the project section. So this is the agenda for today's session, for today's class. And apart from this, each and everything I have explained you, how to generate a OpenAI key, how to use a OpenAI, what is a chat completion, what is a function calling and all. Even I have talked about the basics of the LangChain as well. So if this part is clear to all of you, so please do let me know in the chat if if the agenda is clear. So I just want quick yes in the chat, and please do let me know how many of you are writing a code along with me, because today I will go a little slow, so you also can write it down the code along with me. Please do let me know, guys. Please write down the chat. Yes, I think many of you are writing a code. Just wait, just give me a second. Fine. So let's start with the agenda now. So here, guys, you can see I have written an agenda, and first of all, let me explain you that what is a LangChain, why we are not using this OpenAI API, why we are using this LangChain, and why it is too much important, this LangChain and this Llama Index too. So first of all, let me talk about the differences between this OpenAI and this LangChain, and then I will come to the implementation part. So here, first of all, let me write it down, the limitations of the ChatGPT. Sorry, limitations of the OpenAI API. Limitations of OpenAI API. Now here, guys, see, if we are talking about this OpenAI API, so here you won't be able to find out a free model. So the first thing, actually, the first thing in the limitation which we are going to talk about. So here OpenAI model is not a free one. So here let me write it down. OpenAI model is not a free. Now let's see. Let's assume that okay. So the model is not a free one, and if I want to use the LLM, if I want to use the LLM capability or that AI capability in my application, if I don't have a budget, so what I will do, I will go with the other option, other free option, open source option. Okay, so let's say some XYZ organization created one LLM. Now I want to use this particular LLM. So yeah, definitely what you can do, you can use the API, whatever API this XYZ company has given to you, and by using that particular API, you can use this particular LLM, right? Now let's say you don't want to use this LLM, you want to use some other LLM. Now how you will access it? By using the different API. Now let's say if you want to use some other LLM, whatever LLM is there, let's say one LLM is over the Hugging Face hub, right? If you want to use that particular LLM, large language model from the Hugging Face, right? If you want to use it, then definitely you can use it by generating that particular API key. But guys, just think over here, Yes, we are using a different API over here. First of all, we were using this OpenAI API, but as you know that OpenAI model is not a free one. For like if you want to use it, so definitely we'll have to pay something. And how we gonna pay it? So based on a tokens. Yesterday, actually, day before yesterday, I've shown you the token price and all, that how much you will be charged if you are going to use this OpenAI API, if you are going to use a different model over there. I told you regarding the input tokens, output tokens, each and everything I have discussed. So just go through and check with the previous session. Okay, so if you are not aware about it, now let's say if I want to use any XYZ LLM or any other LLM, so how you can use it? By using their API key. But just think that, just think on top of it, if why not, like if we have any one solution, so the one solution actually it can interact with several APIs, right? So here I'm using this OpenAI API. And if I want to access this particular model, definitely I'm using this XYZ API, or let's say some other model. For that I'm using this XYZ API, or maybe I'm downloading it. But just think on top of it, if we have any single solution for all the LLMs, with that particular solution, if we can access all the LLMs, so that will be well and good, na? So LangChain provide you that capability. LangChain provide you that capability. So by using this LangChain, you can access any sort of a LLM, right? I will let you know that what all LLM. Let's say this OpenAI is not a free one. Now let's say if you want to access a model from this Hugging Face. Let's say you want to access one model from the Hugging Face. So this LangChain gives you that particular capability. By using the LangChain, you can access the model from the Hugging Face also, and from a different APIs. I will show you what all APIs this LangChain is having. I will come to the documentation. So LangChain is not restricted till this OpenAI. It is having an access of a multiple API. That is the first thing. Here is a limitation, and here I told you the advantage of the LangChain. I think you got my point. Now the second thing, if we are talking about this GPT model, if we are talking about this GPT model, you know, this have been trained till September 2021 data. This trained till September 2021 data. If I'm going to ask anything to my chat GPT, or if I'm going to ask anything to my GPT model, definitely it won't be able to reply me. And you all agree with this thing. Getting my point? So if you will ask to the chat GPT that just tell me who won the recent cricket World Cup, will the chat GPT able to answer this particular question? No, it cannot answer to this particular question, because this have been trained till September 2021 data. So for that, what I will have to do, I will have to call any third party API for extracting the information. Yesterday I was doing by using the function call in OpenAI, right? But here, by using this LangChain, we can do in a more efficient way. Getting my point? Why we use this LangChain? Because here, if we are talking about this, if we are talking about the limitation of the GPT, so I can write it down over here. It is having limited knowledge. So let me write it down over here. It is having a limited knowledge, till 2021. So if I want to extract something, if I want to extract something which happened recently, or any like real time information, so for that also, like, we use this LangChain. And apart from this, you will find out different like function or different functionality inside the LangChain. This LangChain actually, it's a more powerful. So here I have given you two main reasons that why you should use the LangChain. Now here, by using this LangChain, so let me write it down over here by using the different color. So we are talking about this LangChain. So by using this LangChain, what you can do, you know, so you can access any model. Okay, so you can access different LLM model by using different API. Whatever API this LangChain support, by using different API. Second thing, you can access you can access private data resources, private data sources. You can access any third-party API. So here let me write down the third point. You can access any third-party API. Got it? So this is the some features of the LangChain. Now if we are talking about this LangChain, so let me do one thing. Let me create one circle. Here what I'm going to do, so here I'm going to create a circle. Now here I can write it down inside this particular circle. I can write it down this LangChain. So what I'm doing here, I'm writing down just a second. So here I am writing down LangChain. Now what this LangChain can do, so this LangChain actually, it is having a chain, so it can create a chains. I will tell you what is a chains. It can read the documents. Okay, so document loader, it is having a document loader. Now here I can write it down the third one. So it is having a concept of agent for accessing any third-party API agent. Now this can access any sort of a LLM. So let me create an arrow over here. So here I can do one thing. I can keep the arrow. So what it can do? So here let me keep the arrow. So it can access any sort of a LLM, large language model, from a different API, whether it's a OpenAI or any other API. I can give you the example of two as of over here: Hugging Face, and OpenAI, and it is having access of a different APIs as well. So it is having agent, it is having a chains, it is having a document loader, and it can retain the memory as well. So if we are talking about the fifth one, so it can retain the memory. So let me write it down over here. What it can do, guys, tell me. So it can retain the memory. It can retain the memory. I will come to that memory part. So this one LangChain actually, it can do a multiple things. It can perform a multiple things. And here I have written a couple of limitations of the OpenAI API. And this is a limitation which you will find out inside the OpenAI API. OpenAI model is not a free one, and it is having a limited knowledge. So here, guys, you will so what is this LangChain? So here this LangChain actually, it's a open source framework which provide you a multiple functionality. With that you can create an agent, you can connect with any third-party API, you can create a memory, you can retain a memory, you can read a different kind of documents like CSV, TSV, PDF or whatever. And here you can create a chains, you can create a prompt template also. I forgot one thing. So here I can write it down. You can create a different prompt template. So let me write it down over here. Different prompt templates. Got it? Are you getting my point? So if we are talking about, so see, if we are talking about in terms of OpenAI, the code basically which I have written inside my previous class, this one. So what is this? It's nothing. Now instead of using OpenAI API directly, I'm using one wrapper on top of that. That is what? That is a LangChain. So over here, let me write it down one more thing, one more point. So just think over here that this is what? This is my OpenAI API. Let me draw it over here. So here is what, guys, tell me. So here is my OpenAI API, this one. Now here we have a LangChain. Sorry, here actually, see, this is the OpenAI API, and how we are making a request to this OpenAI API. So this is what? This is my LangChain. Now if we are going to run any sort of, if we are passing any sort of a prompt, right? So just think over here, if we are passing any sort of a prompt, so we are running it through this LangChain. Okay, so we are passing an input. This is what? This is my LangChain, and here this prompt is going through down to this OpenAI API, and here is what? Here is my LLM. If we are talking about with respect to this OpenAI API, so like this it is working. It's nothing, it's just a wrapper. It's just a wrapper on top of OpenAI API. On top of OpenAI API. It is what, guys? Tell me. It's just a wrapper on top of this OpenAI API, and not this OpenAI API actually. It can do a multiple thing. So it can do a multiple thing, right? So let me tell you what all thing it can do. Let's say this is your application. So here what I can do. So let's say this is my application, and here is what. Here let's say I have used this LangChain. This is what, guys, tell me. Let me change a color. So this is my LangChain. Now if I'm using this LangChain, so it can interact with many, it can interact to many like APIs like Hugging Face, OpenAI, or with any third party like API. So let me draw it over here, this one. Okay, now let me do one more thing. So over here let me draw one more circle, and with that maybe the thing will be more clear. Now here what I can write it down. Let's say this is your application. Okay, so over here I can write it down. This is your application. So this is your app. Now it's making a request. So this request is going through this LangChain. You can think that it is nothing. It's just a prompt. We are passing. We want to interact with the LLM actually, large language model. So here we are passing a prompt. So first it is going through this LangChain. This is what this. I think this is my LangChain. Now this LangChain actually it can interact in a many ways. So over here I can write it down some sort of a APIs. So here I can connect with the OpenAI API. I can connect with the Hugging Face API. I can connect with the Bloom API, and I can access a different LLM. I can access what I can do. I can access a different large language models. Getting my point? Yes or no? And apart from this LangChain can connect with the other data resources also, with some third party API like Google, like Wikipedia, and some other data sources. Now tell me, guys, this LangChain is clear to all of you? What is the LangChain? Here I have here I've created like each and every diagram, and with that particular diagram I try to explain you each and everything regarding this LangChain. So please do let me know in the chat if this thing is clear or not. I'm waiting for your reply. Please do let me know. Yes, I will share this PDF note with all of you. Don't worry. I will keep inside the resource section. Please do let me know in the chat, guys, if this thing is clear. Then I will proceed further. I will proceed with the practical. Great. So if you are liking the content, then please hit the like button also. So I will get some motivation. So yeah, guys, please hit the like button, and please be interactive. If I'm asking something, then please try to answer. Please write it down the answer in the chat. That will be a great motivation for me. Okay, now let's start with the practical implementation. So over here you can see I started with the LangChain. So let me run it first of all. So here is my LangChain. Now here I'm going to be import my OpenAI. This each and everything I have explained in my previous class itself. Now let me import. First of all, let me check with my key. This I will have to generate an OpenAI key if I want to access the OpenAI API. Now I'm not directly going to hit this OpenAI API. I am hitting by using this LangChain. Getting my point? So here I will have to mention the OpenAI API key. So let me take my OpenAI API key. Just a second. So here I can keep it somewhere. Just wait. So here is my OpenAI key. Now let me paste it over here. This. So yes, I have created my client, means I have created my object. Now here is what? Here is my prompt. Here is what, guys? Tell me. Here is my prompt. Now what is the prompt, guys? Tell me. The prompt is nothing. In whatever see, prompt is nothing. It's just a sentence which we are passing to our LLM as an input. It's nothing. It's just a collection of words, collection of tokens. So word itself is called a token. That's it. That's the prompt. Now over here, if I'm going to run it, so let me run this particular prompt, and here you can see I'm asking to my I'm asking to my GPT model, can you tell me total number of country in the Asia? Can you give me top 10 country name? Yes, it is able to give it. It is able to like provide a name basically. Now let's start from here, because till here I've explained you each and everything in the previous class. Now let me give the next prompt, the second prompt. So over here I can ask something else to my GPT model. Now tell me, guys, what should I ask? Any question, anything which you would like to highlight, which should I return over here? Great. So over here I didn't get any. Okay, so let's ask like any basic question. So can you tell me? Can you tell me a capital of India? So let's search about this capital of India, and here what I can do, I can run it, and let me give this particular input. Let me give this particular prompt uh, to my model, and I just need to call this client.predict, and here I need to provide the prompt. So client.predict, and here I just need to provide the prompt. So it is giving me answer. It is saying that the capital of India is New Delhi. Now here let's try to strip this particular output. Strip means it will remove this slash n from here. So I'm going to strip it, and here you can see it is giving me an answer. So I am getting an answer without this slash n now. I think it is clear to all of you. Now one person is asking that what exactly tokens and vector. So here let's try to ask this same question to the GPT, or to the GPT model. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to keep same question from the chat itself, and the question is, what is a token and a vector? You can ask anything to your chat GPT, and behind the chat GPT actually this behind the chat GPT the GPT model is working. So let's ask about the tokens and the vectors, and let's see what will be the answer which I will get from the GPT side. So let me predict this prompt 3, and here the answer is client.predict prompt 3, and see the answer. Tokens are individual unit that a computer program uses to perform operation. They can be words, symbol, or numbers. So the same thing I told you now, this tokens is nothing, it's just words, right, that are used in programming language to represent a specific intersection. Vector is data structure that is stored elements of the same time. It is used to store sequence of elements such as number or character. So vector is nothing. What is a vector? Vector is having two units now, magnitude and the direction. So how we represent the vector in our algebra, if you are like little familiar with the algebraic concept in mathematics. So we open the square bracket, we write it down some sort of a number, and we close the square bracket. That is the representation of the vector, and along with that maybe the direction might be involved. That's it. So here you can see definitely we are able to call the OpenAI API. Now let's try to understand few more things related to this LangChain. Now here let's try to talk about the prompt template. The very first topic which we're going to talk about, related to this prompt template. So first I will show you the example of this prompt template, that how you can create a prompt template, and after that I will try to explain you that what is a prompt template. First let me run the code. So here is what we are going to discuss about this prompt template. Now I'm going to write it down from LangChain, and from here I'm going to import prompts, and let me import this prompt template class. So prompt prompt templates, So I'm going to import this particular class. What is the name of the class? Prompt template. Okay, it's not a template, it's actually it's a template. So prompt template. Now if I will run it, so definitely I will be able to import it. So here my spelling is wrong, so let me correct it first of all. And here you can see we are able to import this particular class. Now after that, what I will do, so here actually I want to create my prompt, right? I want to create my prompt. Now let me do it first of all, and then I will come to the explanation. So here what I'm going to do, so I'm going to create an object of this prompt class. So here is what, here is my object. So I'm saying that it is nothing, it is my prompt template name. So here I'm going to write it down, prompt template. This is what, this is nothing, this is my variable, prompt template name. Got it? I have created my object. Now inside this object I have to pass some parameter. So let's try to pass few parameters over here. The first parameter which I'm going to pass over here, the parameter is going to be input variable. So here the parameter which I'm going to pass over here, that's going to be an input variable. And the second parameter which you're going to pass over here, that's going to be a template. So how my prompt will be looking like. So here I'm going to write it down, template and is equal to, right? Now in the variable actually I'm going to write it down the name. What will be my variable? So here I'm saying city will be my variable, and here I'm going to write it down my template. Now in the template actually I'm going to write down that can you tell me the capital of. So here I'm just saying that can you tell me the capital of, and here in a curly braces I'm going to write it down the city, right? City, so CITY. So here whatever this is what, this city is nothing, it's my input variable. So here I'm going to write down the city. So this is what, this is my object. This is what, this is my object for the prompt. So here I can put the question mark as well, and if I'm going to run it now, here you will be able to find out it is giving me an error. Why? Because I didn't put the comma over here. Now here you can see this is what, this is my prompt template. Now what is the issue over here? Input variable. Okay, so the parameter name is what, input variable. Now I think everything is fine, everything is clear. Now here what I will do, I will call one method. Just be careful over here, right? So here I will call one method. Now here I am going to write it down, format. And here what was my variable, what was my input variable? Input variable was city. Now if I'm going to write down city, so here let me write it down, this Delhi. So here once I will run it now, so it is giving me a specific prompt that can you tell me a capital of Delhi, automatically, right? Now here see again I'm going to ask here again I'm going to create a prompt for a different country. Let's say I want to ask a capital of China, CHINA. Now here you can see it is saying it is giving me a prompt that can you tell me a capital of China, can you tell me a capital of China. So what is the meaning of this prompt template? What is the use of it? Now I think you can understand. So by using this prompt template we can construct the prompt based on an input variable. Now let's say you are going to create an application. I can give you very good scenario. Now here is your application, right? Here is what, here is your application. Now you have created this application by using the Flask. Now here you are asking to the user just a city name, or just a country name actually, and based on that city or based on that country you want to provide a specific information. And here you are using any sort of a LLM, whether it's from Hugging Face or OpenAI. Now guys over here you don't want to be here actually, you don't want that your user is giving an entire prompt. You just want to take a city name, you just want to take a variable like we do in a Python. You know, in a Python we have an input function, yes or no? By using this input function we take a like input from the user, and let's say we have to showcase the addition, divide, or maybe multiplication, whatever on top of those input variable we can do it. Similarly over here, let's say we are taking just a city name. So by using this city name we can construct our prompt, and that particular prompt we can pass to the LLM, and Langchain gives you this particular functionality. We don't have this thing inside OpenAI API. Getting my point now? So here I have created my prompt. Now let's try to pass this prompt to the Langchain. So what I can do here, I can write it down. This is my prompt. First, PROPMT prompt first, this is what, this is my prompt first. And here I can write it down prompt second, this is what, this is my prompt second, and here is prompt second. Now let's try to pass this particular prompt to my LLM, or let's try to call the API, OpenAI API. For that already we have a method client predict. So let's try to call this particular prompt. Now here I'm going to call the prompt first. This is the prompt which I'm going to call, and here I'm going to write down the script function also, so I won't get any sort of a slash n or whatsoever, right? Now here you can see the capital of Delhi is India. The capital of New Delhi is India. Okay, so here I need to write it down. Just let me redefine it. Instead of the city, what I can do, then I can write down the country, right? Now this is what, this is my country, and here instead of the city let me write it down the country one more time, and here I can write down the India. I think now it is a meaningful. Now here I can write down the country one more time, country, COU, okay, COUN, COUN, and here is the same, here is the same, and here is also same. Now it's a meaningful, and let me run it and see what I will be getting over here. So prompt 1, prompt second, and here is it's a New Delhi, and let me check with the prompt 2. So guys, here what I can do, I can pass the prompt 2, and let's see the output. So it's saying the capital of China is a Beijing. So this prompt, basically this prompt template will help you a lot whenever you are going to create any sort of an application where you just required a single word from the user. This thing is clear to all of you? If yes, then please do let me know in the chat. Please do let me know in the chat if this part is clear to all of you. Please write it on the chat. I'm waiting for your reply. Are you liking the session? Are you liking the content? So please hit the like button as well. If you are getting everything, if you are able to understand whatever I'm explaining to all of you, please do let me know in the chat. And yeah, and whatever questions you have, you can write it down the chat. I'm monitoring the chat, don't worry. Wait, Sanat, I will come to that. Again, I will try to explain you the Langchain advantage. First of all, let me complete the code part. Otherwise, we won't be able to complete all the thing within an hour. Yes, correct, Vishnu. Your understanding is pretty much clear now. Since OpenAI model is not free, so will Langchain access all API, all other API as well, like Hugging Face API. It can access the Hugging Face API. It can access the Bloom API, or a different API. I will come to the documentation. Let me clarify the basic thing. Whatever is there inside the Langchain, I will come to the documentation. Great. Now here everything is clear, everything is fine. So here we have this object name, prompt template name, and here is what, here is my method. That is what, that is a format. Now what I'm going to do here, so here actually we have a second method also which is doing the same thing. Let me show you that. At many places you will find out that particular method also. I written it somewhere. Just give me a second. Yeah, this one. So it is working in a similar way. Langchain has given you the two ways actually for creating this prompt. So first of all, see, we have this prompt template class. We can create an object, and we can call this method format method. Got it? Now we have a second way. Here you can see this one, prompt template dot from template. You can call this particular method also, and it will work in a similar way. Both are same. Don't ask me, sir, why we are using this, that. Langchain is giving you the two option for creating a prompt template, right? Now here you can see prompt template, from template. What is the good name of the company that makes product? I can write it down any like name, any product name. So here what I can say, I can give this particular okay, first of all let me run it, and here is what I'm going to call this format method over here. So from template dot from prompt template dot from underscore template, and here is what, here is my template, and here is what, here is my, tell me what is this, This is my key na, input variable na, right? Now let me show you what I will get over here. So I will be able to construct my prompt. What is a good name of the company that make a toys? Here is my key and here is my template. It's going to combine both, and finally I'm getting my prompt. So over here what I can do, so over here I can write it down my prompt. So this is my prompt number 3, and see guys, if I'm going to run it, so what I will get, so here if I'm going to run it, this prompt 3, it will give me a name. It's not a 23 basically, it's just a 3. So let me run it and let's see what will be the output. So PROPMT, it's a spelling mistake. And now let me check it is working or not. So Toy Makers Unlimited, so this is the company name actually which I'm getting if I'm giving this particular prompt to my GPT model. You can test over the chat GPT as well, so you will get this type of name. In the backend we are calling the GPT model, don't forget over here, don't forget. Okay, so we are getting a GPT, we are basically calling a GPT model over here. So this part is clear to all of you, and I think now this prompt section is pretty much clear. I believe that it is clear, yes or no, this prompt template. If it is, then please confirm in the chat. Then I will explain you the second topic, that is the agent in a Langchain. And after that I will come to the chain and memory and document loader, and finally we start with the Hugging Face. So tell me guys, it is clear this prompt templating, how we can create a prompt template? Great, it is clear to all of you. Now let's understand the agent. So what is an agent guys? Tell me. So agent is nothing, we use this agent in the Langchain for calling any third-party tool. That's a simple definition of the agent. If someone is going to ask, okay, just tell me, who is an agent? Who is an agent in a real time? Let's say if I'm saying there is one agent, let's say you went to the you want to purchase any property. You want to purchase any property and you went to the builder, and you are once you visited the property and you have visited the builder office or whatsoever, there you will find out an agent. So who is the agent actually? So so let's say you are a main person, and you want the information of the property, so that you want a like the main person, and you want the information from the property basically. So this agent will help you. This agent will collect the information of that particular property and it will provide you. In a similar way, the agent is working over here. Getting my point? Yes or no? I think yes. Now let me run it and let's try to understand the agent. So guys, over here I will start the thing. I will ask one question to my chat GPT. So here I am going to ask one question to my chat GPT. Just wait. Great. So let me open my chat GPT, and here let me ask one question. The question is very, very simple. So here I want to know that can you tell me current GDP of India? So here I'm asking to my chat GPT, can you tell me the current GDP of India? Now if I will run it, so here it is saying to me, I'm sorry, I don't know in a real time, as my training only include information up to the January 22, this, that, whatever. Getting my point? Yes or no? Tell me. So it is not having this particular information. If I'm asking to my chat GPT, can you tell me who won the cricket World Cup recently? Now here, see what I will get. So here it is saying, guys, I don't have a real-time information, only includes data up to January 2022 or 2020. Okay, as my latest updated, the most recent information World Cup was held in 2019, emerged as a champion, defeating New Zealand in a thrilling final. So it is giving me information from the 2019 match. I think India again they I think they got defeat from the New Zealand itself, right? In a knockout match, in a semi-final itself. Yes, I'm able to remember it. So here it is not able to give me an answer. Now let's ask the same thing to the OpenAI. So to the Langchain itself, in my code, I'm going to write down the same thing over here. So here I'm going to create a prompt 4. So I'm asking to my model prompt 4. So here I'm asking to my model, can you tell me who won the recent Cricket World Cup? So this is the question, and now let me ask it, let me run it. So what I can do, I can write it down this client predict, and here I can pass my prompt 4. Now see, okay, first of all I will have to run it prompt prompt. Now see guys, it is saying that the 2000 won by the England. I'm asking about the recent World Cup, but it is saying that the 2019 Cricket World Cup won by the England only. It's completely wrong, right? Now here what I can do, I can ask one more thing. Can you tell me the current GDP of? Can you tell me a current GDP of India? Can you tell me current GDP? Current GDP of India. So let's say what will be the answer. So here is my prompt 5. Let me copy it, let me paste it over here, and here I can write down this prompt 5. So as of 2019, India GDP was estimated to be around 2.94 trillion. Actually it has been trained till 2022 data, right? So till January 2022 data, right? So here it is not able to give me a proper answer. It is not able to give me a real-time answer. So for that, what I will do, guys, tell me. So here I will use the agent. I will use the concept of the agent, which will extract the information from the third-party API. Now here I am going to use SERP API. Now here, so for extracting or real-time info, I'm going to use SERP API. Now by using the SERP API, by using this SERP API, I will call Google search engine, and I will extract the information in a real time. So here I have written this particular like a statement. So I hope it is clearly visible to all of you. Now let me keep it in a markdown, and it is clear. So for extracting a real-time info, I'm going to use SERP API. Now by using the SERP API, I will call Google search engine, and I will extract the information in a real time. Let's see how we can do it. So here what I'm going to do, so first of all I will have to install this particular library. Pip install Google search result. That is the first thing. Now install this library inside your current virtual environment. So here what I'm going to do, here I'm going to install this particular library in my current virtual environment. Where, guys, tell me? In a current virtual environment. Clear? Fine. Now after that what I will do, so after that I will create my SERP API key. Because with that only I can access a different API. Now let me show you the SERP API. So just open the Google. So here just open the Google. Let me show you from scratch. So over the Google, what you need to do, you just need to okay, so here what I'm going to do, I'm going to write down the SERP API. So let me write down this SERP API. So once I will write down the SERP API, now here you will get this very first link. So what is a SERP API? Like we have a rapid API, in a similar way we have a SERP API. So SERP API is a real-time API to access Google search result, not from the Google actually, and from any search engine, Bing or maybe some other search engine. Even we can access the Wikipedia also, right? I will show you how. So here if I will open it now, so you just need to do sign in. First you need to do register, and then you need to do the sign in. I already registered, so that's why it is giving me this particular page. Now just scroll down over here, just see over here API documentation. Now over here you will find out a different documentation related to Google Search API, Google Map API, Google Job API, Google Shopping API, Google Image API. Now apart from the Google, you will find out the Bing Search API also, Baidu also, it's a Chinese search engine. Now DuckDuckGo Search API, Yahoo Search API, Yandex Search API, eBay Search API, YouTube Search API, any API you can call by using this SERP API. Now just click over here, API key. And here is what guys, here is my API key. Now you have to generate your own API key. This is my API key. Now let me copy this API key from here, and it is having some sort of a limitation. Actually you can just do 100 search in a free version, but in a paid version I think you can like increase the number of search. So just see over here, just open it and you will be able to find out entire detail. So plan is a free plan, price per month 0. Total plan search 100, plan search left 95, 5 I already did it. And yeah, this is it in a free version. You can check with the plan. So just go in the change plan, and here you will find out the entire detail. So production plan, developer plan, big data plan, all the plans you will find out over here. And by using this API you can access the Google search engine. You can access the Google search API inside your application, right? Now here what I need to do, I just need to paste this API key in my, I just need to keep this API key in my variable. Till here everything is fine, everything is clear. Now what I will do guys, so over here I will I have to like import few statement basically. I have to import few packages. So agent type, load tools and initialize agent. So these are the packages basically which I need to import: agent type, load tool and initialize agent. So see guys, let me import this particular thing first of all, and yeah, it is working fine. Now first of all what I will do, I will create a client. Means here I have created now this OpenAI client, this one. Okay, let me use this one, or I can create one more time, not an issue, as many as time you can do it. So here what I'm going to do, so here I'm going to paste this particular code. Here I'm going to create my client. So this is my client. Now after that I have to load the tools. Which tool? Tell me which tool. Which tool like we are going to load? SERP API na, we are going to use the SERP API na. So that's the only tool, right? So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to create an object of this particular method. Sorry, this particular class. So here is my object. Now this is my tool. Now here I will mention something inside this tool. Now let me do it over here. So let me mention this particular thing. So here I am going to mention it. So this is a thing basically which I need to keep. SERP API. First of all I need to paste the SERP API key and LLM. So here is my LLM. Already I have created this client. I'm using OpenAI. Still I'm using OpenAI. Okay, I didn't explain you the Hugging Face so far. So this is my SERP API key, and here is the name, which tool you are using. That's it. In a square bracket you need to write it down the name. You can find out each and everything over the Langchain tutorial, Langchain documentation. Everything is there. I will come to that. Just wait. So here is my tool. I created my tool. Now I have to create my agent type. So here what I want to do, here basically what I want to do, guys, tell me. So here I want to create my agent type. So here what I will do, I will create an object of this initialize agent. Let me create the object of this initialize agent, and here is what, guys, tell me. Here is my agent. This is my agent. Now inside this initialize agent, again I will keep something. So first of all, the first thing which I will keep, that is going to be a tool. So the tool basically which I have created. The second type will be a client, means my model. The third type will be a agent. This agent basically agent type actually. And here we are going to talk about this zero shot React description. We are going to mention this zero shot React description, and verbose is 2 means whatever information if I will run it now, so whatever information will be in a backend, I will be able to see not over the display. That is the meaning of the verbose, right? So here I mentioned 3 parameters. So the first is tool, the second is client, the third is agent, and the fourth is verbose. Great. Now let me run it. So this is my agent. Now what I will do, so here I will write it down, agent, and I will run. So run. Now here I will ask the same question. So my question was, let me take this particular question from the chat GPT. can you tell me the, okay, so can you tell me who won the recent World Cup? So if I'm going to ask the same question now to my agent, so here what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask it, and let's see what I will be getting. So it is executing the agent, and here is search, here is action, who won the Cricket World Cup, and here you can see Australia won the Cricket World Cup. It's a recent information, it's a real time information which I'm getting. Now it is giving me given me some other thing as well, links and all, because it is calling the Google API, Google search engine actually in a backend. And here you can see it is giving me answer, Australia won the recent World Cup. You can ask anything, guys. Just write it down over here. So you can say that, can you tell me five current can you tell me five top current affairs, AFFIRS. So if I will run it now, it will hit the Google search engine, and here it is saying that, see, uh, so it is saying that top 5 current affairs, and still it is running. So read is not available tool, try to open. I should search engine to find out. Observations, see here it is giving me some like top 5 current affairs. International breaking news, affairs from US, Europe. This is the second one. A current affairs subscription is one of the best known as a Improve Life. Jagran Josh, affairs.com. Okay, it has given me a different website maybe, or it has, here is a news. Okay, so actually it is giving me a different name. It is not giving me a proper current affairs. I will have to mention that, I will have to write that particular prompt basically. So let's do one thing. Now let's understand the Wikipedia also. So how we can like call the Wikipedia. So here what I will do, I will be writing down pip install Wikipedia. Now I will have to install it in a current virtual environment. Now if I will run it now, pip install Wikipedia, so let it run. So here you can see I've installed the Wikipedia. Now what I will do, first of all guys, see, tell me what is the first thing. I have to load the tool. So let me load the tool. So here is what, guys, see, here is my tool, and here is my LLM, means my client, OpenAI client. That's it. Now my tool. Now what I have to do, I have to create an agent. So here is what, here is my agent. This is what my agent. I have initialized the agent. Here is my tool, here is my like model, and here is my agent type, 0 short React. I will come to that. What is this? React description and verbose is equal to 2. Once I will run it, and here whatever I will run now, see, I'm going to write down agent dot run, and here I'm asking, can you tell me more, can you tell me about this okay, can you tell me more about this recent cricket Cricket World Cup. So if I will run it now, it is going to extract the entire information from the Wikipedia. Okay, it is taking from the 2019 World Cup. Okay, it is taking from the 2023 World Cup itself. The 2019 World Cup was the 13th anniversary Cricket World Cup, which was held in India, 5th October, November 23. Australia won the tournament. Great. So it is extracting information from the recent one itself. Now here I can ask one more question to my, just a second, what I can do, I can copy it. First of all, let me copy this particular thing, and here what I'm going to do, here I'm going to pass a next question. So the next question is, so let me keep the question over here and let me run it. It is taking the information from the Wikipedia itself. Are you getting it, guys? Yes or no? Yes, SURF, I explain you everything regarding the SURF API. Sanat, if you here, if you look into the SURF API, right? So each and every plan I have shown you, and it give you the free access also, but up to like it is having some limitation over there. You can just hit 100 search. You can just hit the 100 search in a free version. If you are going to take a plan, so in that case, there will be a different number of search actually. Search plan is there, different plan is there. See, $250, okay, $2,500 per month, $8,000 per month, cloud 4M plan, many plans is there. See guys, how much plans is there. which you will find out. Just go through with it. Let me give you this particular link inside the chat. And don't worry, each and everything will be available inside the resource section at the single place. I will keep all the thing and I will give you that. Don't worry. So now see, it is extracting the entire information from the uh, it is going to extract the entire information from the Wikipedia. So final answer, the total national debt of the this one, and here you can see this is the GDP of the USA, and here observation and all, everything na, see, action Wikipedia, input GDP of United States, observation page, economy of United States, summary. This is the complete information which is going to fetch, which it is fetching from the Wikipedia itself. Now tell me guys, how many of you are able to understand the concept of the agent? So please do let me know in the chat, and then again I will revise it and I will explain you through the Langchain documentation. Please do let me know in the chat fast if you are how many of you are able to understand the concept of this agent. Here, from here I have started this agent. Tell me guys fast. By using the SERP API, we can access a real-time information, and it is possible in a Langchain. Please do write it down in the chat if you are liking the session. So please hit the like button also, and I'm waiting for your response, guys. Please do let me know. Sir, please explain the logs which is coming from the agent. So here I can explain the log. So here is my logs. What is this? What is it? Just check over here. So it is saying entering new agent executor chain. So after this, I'm coming to the chain concept, chain and memory. Two things is remaining, and the document loader, three is remaining. Then you will be able to understand this chaining and all in a better way. Now here, entering a new executor chain. So action is what? It just want to search. Now action input, top current affairs. So it is making an observation, it is searching everything from the Google. Then it is thinking something, I need to narrow down the list of top 5. Internally it is doing everything. And it is giving you the final answer. This one, finish chain. Actually, each and everything has been coded in the form of chain, LLM chain. I'm coming to that chain. And once you will understand that particular chain now, this thing will be like pretty much clear to all of you. Believe me. Just read it by yourself as well. What is the use of client in this? What is a just a name na? What is a client? See, I told you, please learn the Python first. If your Python topic is clear, then definitely you will be able to understand this line of code. See, someone has created an OpenAI class somewhere in an OpenAI package. You just downloaded that particular package by using pip install OpenAI, and now you are creating an object of that. It's just a class, and here is an object. This is the object name. You can keep it anything. Here you can give your name, like whatever name, your name. Just write it down, your name. This is what? This is nothing. This is the object of the OpenAI class, and here you are passing a different parameter. Someone has created a class, and you are just using it. That's it. Nothing else. So this is my client, and I think this is clear to all of you. Now coming to the next part. So here, first of all, let me show you the Langchain documentation. So I am going to write it down over here, Langchain documentation. Now over here, you can see this is nothing. This is a Langchain documentation, and here is an introduction. So they have given you the complete introduction of the Langchain over here. Langchain library, Langchain template, Lang server, Lang Smith, everything you will find out over here. And this document is a amazing one, similar to this OpenAI. So yesterday we have seen the OpenAI documentation, right? So this Langchain documentation is similar to that OpenAI documentation. It's a pretty amazing. Each and everything you will find out over here itself. Now let's start with the installation. So how you can do that? It is very easy. Pip install Langchain and pip install and all. What is the meaning of this pip install -e dot? So this thing we'll try to understand in our upcoming session once I will start with the end-to-end project. Now Lang server, we'll try to understand this also. What is the Lang server now? Lang CLI. So many things like they have given you over here. As of now, this Langchain package is required. So that's why we are going to download it. Now over here we have a quick start. So here you will find out the quick start. So you can go through with this quick start, and you can like you can take a glimpse of this Langchain. So everything you will find out over here in a quick start itself. Pip install Langchain, pip install OpenAI. You can export the OpenAI key and then you can use it. And here is a different thing which you will be able to find out whatever thing we are running. So OpenAI, you can create an object of this chat OpenAI also. Now here is LLM model. Here is you can use this particular class also, chat OpenAI. Now human messages, Langchain schema, human message there. You can check with this. What is this? Now you can create a prompt templates. Already we have created. Now just see over here what is a prompt template. Most LLM application do not pass user input directly into LLM. Most of the application you will find out you just require a single word. I given you the example. Yes, by using this prompt template you can achieve that particular functionality, and here is an example for that. Got it? Now here is a chat prompt template. So each and everything you'll find out over here. And as you will find out the latest version, so there might be some sort of a changes in a code and all, but don't worry, the concept will remain same. You'll find out some changes in a code, in a classes, the name of the classes, but the core concept will same. If you are getting any error in a new version, then check with the documentation and try to rectify it. That's it. So here is a quick start, and you can go through with this quick start and you can understand a different thing. Now security wise they have given you the different thing. Now let me come to the next part. So over here just click on this get started. Again they have given you the different thing. Prompt is there, model is there, which model you're gonna use, output parser, entire pipeline. Okay, RAG, they have included their RAG also now. Okay, so retrieve augmented generation. So you can go through with this and you can understand what is this RAG. But don't worry, I will cover this in my next class. This RAG, I am having this RAG in my pipeline, so I will try to cover it this in a live class itself, in a Jupyter notebook itself. I will write it on the code. Now over here you can understand about a different thing, different concept. Just go through with this document. It's an amazing one. Now interface is there. So prompt, chat model, LLM, out parser, retriever tool. These are the things. Just go through with this. Try to understand it. Now how to. So here is a different thing which they have mentioned. Right, add fallbacks, bind runtime, runnable lambda, many things, right? So here you will find out the cookbook. So inside the cookbook, everything they have given you, everything prompt plus LLM. So the thing basically which we are going to do over here, which we are going to do as of now, they have mentioned it over here. RAG, this was not there previously when I had checked. Recently they have added in a new version. So RAG is there. So here you will find out the code related to RAG. See this one. Now here multiple chains. I will come to this chains. After this one I will explain this chains, right? So here you can see the change and all. So each and everything they have given you. But as of now we are trying to understand this particular part. We are trying to understand this agent, and we are trying to understand this model input output. So prompt already we have talked about. Chat model already I shown you by using the OpenAI. So this is like pretty amazing document, guys. So once you will go through with this document now, you will find out it is having so many things, and they have given you the code and all, each and everything they have provided you. Believe me, guys. So just go through with this one and try to understand different thing or whatever thing basically is there. So we're gonna understand this chains now, and we'll try to understand this memory. But apart from this chains and memory, it is having lots of things which we might use in our application. If we are creating an application, so this concept might come into the picture regarding the RAG or regarding a different topic basically which they have included. But over here I would like to tell you one thing. Whatever I'm explaining you in a Jupyter notebook, if you are a beginner, then definitely it's more than enough for all of you. And in the next class, once I will implement the project now, then you will find out the importance of it. And don't worry, I will keep some latest thing also like RAG and all inside my project and inside my future classes, and you will get to know that. So here I have given the overview. Now let me talk about this agent type. So there basically you have seen one thing that was the agent type. Now let me talk about this agent type. What is this? So here you can see, guys, in an agent itself you will find out the agent type. See, agent type, just click on this agents, and here you will find out the agent type. Now we have a different type of agent. Zero shot agent, zero shot react agent, structure input react agent, OpenAI function. Yesterday I have talked about this OpenAI function, and now it's a legacy. People are not using it. People are using this agent concept from the Langchain directly. People are not using this OpenAI function. but still I have explained you that. So here you will find out the conversation, self-answers, React documentation and all. And this zero shot is nothing, it's a basic one. So if you are going to ask something to your LLM model, to your GPT model, so you will use the zero shot React. Now here you will find out this agent use a React framework to determine which tool to use based on a solely on the tool's description. So whatever tool description you are giving, based on that it will search the like compatible tool, and it will provide the prompt to that particular search engine or to that particular tool, and it will give you the out. That's it. Zero shot React. Now here this is the most general purpose action agent. You can see the node. So this thing is clear to all of you. Now let's start with the chains. So are you comfortable till here? And if you are not able to write it on the code along with me, sometimes it happens in the live session, don't worry. Just listen to me. Just listen to my words, whatever I am saying, and practice after the class. Practice after the live session. Recording will be there and resources also will be there. So let me write it on the chain over here, and let's start with the chain now. So first of all, tell me guys, this part is getting clear? How many days you will take to come up with an end-to-end project? One day, only one day I will take to come up with an end-to-end project. So Langchain is only made for the NLP use case, or any other capabilities also it is having. As of now, I have used this for the NLP use cases. I will have to explore the recent thing, whatever is there inside the Langchain. Maybe we can use it for the other like for the other task also, but I haven't explored it for the other task. I just use for the NLP. Once I will explore it, I will let you know that whatever recent update is there. But if you want to know about it, just go through with the recent documentation. All the LLM has only text or code generation capability. Yes, but you can do many things. Whatever NLP task is there, now you can do by using the LLM, because it is having the code generation capability. With that, it can understand the pattern inside the data. So you can fine tune it. It is possible. You can fine tune inside your CPU itself by using your CPU. I will let you know. Otherwise, I will share the resources with all of you. Don't worry. We'll come to that, and we'll try to talk about it. Not as of now, later on, but yeah, I will give you the glimpse of that. Great. I think now people are getting many things. We are using not completely actually. If you don't know about those things, you won't be able to understand this particular part. That's why first I started from the basic, from the OpenAI itself. Otherwise, directly I can start from the Langchain, and then again you will ask to me, Sunny, what is this? What is this OpenAI, and what is this LLM? What is this generative AI? I can even I can start from here itself, from the Langchain. So, but I started from the very basic. Okay, so let's start with a new topic. That's a chain. So what is a chain? So let's understand the chain. So first of all, I can show you the documentation, and just wait. Great. So here actually what I did, I kept a simple definition of the chain, and let me copy and paste it. So here is a definition. Just try to read this particular definition and try to understand the meaning of chain. And it will be more clear once I will write it on the code. So central to LangChain is a vital component known as LangChain chains, forming the core connection among one or several large language model. In certain sophisticated application, it become necessary to chain LLM together, either with each other, each other, or with other element. So if you are not able to understand by this particular definition, so let me open the documentation for all of you. So here in the go inside this more, just click on this more, and here is a chain. Just read about this chain. So using an LLM in a isolation is fine for a simple application, but more complex application require chaining LLM either with each other or with other component. Now what is the meaning of it? So just okay, so I have explained you the agent. That's why I explained you the agent at the first place, and then I came to this chain. Now tell me guys, this LLM was not working over there, so I chained. What I did now, I changed I changed the terminology. So what I did guys, now this LLM was not working for that particular prompt. So after coming to this LLM, means let's say if I'm not getting any sort of outputs, I came to this chain, and this chain actually, it was connecting to me, it was connecting to me to the SERP API. Through the SERP API, basically it was connected to me, Google search engine. Getting my point? So here, what is the meaning of chain? So chain is nothing. Okay, if you are talking about chain in journal, so let's say this is a chain. So something like this you will find out. So what is this? What is this guys? Tell me. So chain is nothing which is like connecting a several components, which is connecting a several component. Getting my point? Yes or no? I think you are getting. Try to understand it. What is a chain? So chain is nothing. It is just connecting a several component. So here they are saying using LLM in isolation, it's fine, but in complex application require chaining. The example I shown you by using the agent. If you will read it, if you will read the answer of the, if you will read the answer of the agent, I'm running agent on run, and you are getting an answer. So if you will read that, you will find out it is chaining. Means for it's trying to find out somewhere else, it's not able to get. Then again it is going to somewhere else and it's going to take a information. Then again it is going to call some other prompt and it's going to take a information. So what is a chain? So chain is nothing, it's a collection of component. Now which component, what component, whatever component, maybe inside the like whatever, let's say we are using Langchain, and inside that we have a different component. I'm going to chain to those particular component, and maybe I'm going to like connect with other LLM, so I can do that as well. Or maybe I'm going to connect any third party API, I can connect that as well. So I'm doing a chaining. If I'm running chat agent.run na, internally it is doing a chaining. Getting my point? I think you are getting. Now let's try to understand in terms of Python code. So here first I will start with a very basic example. So what I can do here, so here first of all I can write it on my client. So here is my client guys, CLIENT. This is my client. Now what I will do guys, so here I'm going to import the prompt template. So this is my prompt template, and by using this prompt template I'm going to create one prompt. So here is my prompt. So what is a good name for a company that makes a product? So here I can run it, and let's say I'm going to write it down any company name. So okay, I'm going to write down the actually I want a company name. What is a good name for a company that makes a product? So I'm just asking to my chat GPT, okay, I'm making this particular product, just give me a good name for this particular company. So here I'm going to write down, let's say wine. So wine. So here I'm just think that like that I'm going to open a company, and here I'm going to produce a wine and all. Okay, so I want a name, any creative name, okay, that I'm asking to my LLM model. Now here if I will like close it, so what I'm going to do, so here I'm going to run it. So prompt dot format. So this is my prompt. What is a good company name for a what is a good name for a company that makes a wine? So that's going to be my prompt, PROMPT. So this is what guys, this is my prompt. Now what I will do, so here actually I'm going to import the chain. Here I'm going to import this LLM chain. Here I'm going to import the LLM chain. Just be with me just for next 5 minutes, everything you will get. It's my promise to all of you. I have simplified every thing, every line of code. Just be with me next for 5 minutes. So here you can see we have a LLM chain. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create an object of this LLM chain. Now guys, here I'm not going to call a predict method. I'm not going to call a predict method. What I'm going to do, so here in this LLM chain, what I'm going to pass guys, I'm going to pass client, right? And I'm going to pass my prompt. That's it. This two thing I'm going to pass. So LLM is what? CLIENT. And here I am going to pass my prompt. So PROMPT, prompt is equal to prompt. So I pass the client and I pass the prompt here. Now this is my LLM chain, right? I'm going to connect both component, LLM and my prompt. Now over here, what I'm going to do, so this is my chain. This is the object basically which I have created. Now here you can see it is saying that it is giving me a why I'm getting it. Let me check with the prompt. So here let me run it. First of all, what is the good name of company that makes a wine? Okay, from template. I think I will have to use format. I think I will have to use this particular prompt only. This only. Let me delete it because it is asking I need to provide in the form of dictionary. So I cannot pass a direct prompt over here. What is a because here whenever I'm running this, whenever I'm calling the run method by using this chain, then automatically it will like take the name from here itself. So let me delete it. Let me delete this particular line. I'm going to delete it guys, this one. So here is what? Here is my prompt. Now Langchain, LLM chain, and here now it is fine. Now what I will do here, I'm going to write down chain and chain dot run. And here actually I need to pass the value. So here I'm going to pass wine. Now if I will run it now, see it is giving me answer. The name of the company is what? It's a strip strip, and it's the name of the company is what? Vintage Wines Winery. So it has given me a name of the company, like I want to create this particular product, and here it has generated an answer. Now I'm going to chain. I'm making a chain by using two components. The first one is LLM model that I'm getting from the OpenAI, and which is available inside my client. And the second is what? Second is a prompt which I'm passing over here. So now I can directly run it by giving the keyword, and here you can see I'm getting an answer. So I'm chaining these two things. This is the simplest the simplest example I've given you. Now let's come to the second example. So over here what I'm going to do, so here I'm giving the second example, example 2. So I took one more example for explaining this chaining part actually. So here let me copy and paste. So here is what guys, here is my prompt template. This is my prompt template. Now here I'm asking this is my template. I want to open a restaurant for cuisine, Indian cuisine, Chinese cuisine, Mexican cuisine, Japanese cuisine, American cuisine, whatever. For that I want a fancy name. This is my prompt template. Let me run it. Here I am running it. Now if you will find out the prompt template, so here you will find out the prompt template. So this is my prompt template. Got it? Now what I will do guys, here I will make a chain. So what I'm going to do, so here I'm going to make a chain. So let's say this is my chain. So LLM chain, and I'm going to combine two things. First is client and the second is what? The second is prompt template. Now if I will run it, so here I'm getting my chain, then I will write it down chain dot run. Now I'm let's say I'm giving something over here. Let's say I'm giving Chinese. So according to that it will give me answer. So the answer which I'm getting, the golden dragon place. So here what I'm getting guys, I'm getting this golden dragon place. So the emperor's kitchen, that's the name. Okay, if I'm writing over here Indian, let's say what I will be getting, so Indian. So here actually I'm getting Maharaja Delight. So just the name, it is suggesting me one name which I'm asking to my LLM model. That's it. Now let me show you a few more things over here now. So here I'm getting a response, and the response is fine. Now let me come to the second example. So here what I'm going to do, so here let me show you something. So now over here, if you want to see the detail actually, so for that I have mentioned one more thing, that is a verbose parameter. As I told you earlier, if I want to check all the detail whatever is happening in backend, so for that there is a parameter verbose is equal to true. Now if I will run it now, see what I will find out. Let me predict with some name. So let me check chain.run, and here I can write it down, let's say America. So here it is saying that entering new LLM chain prompt after formatting, I want to open a restaurant for American food, suggested a fancy name for this, and here is a name, American Spice Bistro. So you can see the complete detail over here what is happening by using the verbose true. And then till here everything is fine, everything is clear. Now guys, here this is the simple chain basically which I have created by using this two component. Now let me explain you one more concept over here. So here actually I have written one definition, or I have written one text. Just let me explain you this particular part, and then again I will try to revise you. So here I am going to mark down it, and here guys see what I'm saying. If we want to combine multiple chains and set a sequence for that, we use simple sequential chain. Simple as that, right? So if we want to combine a multiple chain, if we want to combine a multiple chain and set a sequence for that, we use a simple sequential chain. So let's try to use the simple sequential chain, and let's understand what is it. So for that basically I have designed one prompt. Okay, just understand over here. So step by step we'll try to understand. See, I have already written a code in my doc. I'm just copying and pasting so that I can save my time. That's it. Everything is same. See, I can write it now the code in front of you also, but it will take some time for writing this particular statement and all. It's the same thing. Okay, wherever I have to write from scratch, I will do that. Now over here, see, let's try to understand step by step. Now over here, this is my second prompt. So in the first prompt, see, in the first prompt, the prompt template which I have defined, what I'm saying over here, I'm saying I want to start a startup, right? I want to start a startup and suggest me a good name. So here is my prompt. Now here you can see this is my input variable, that is what, that is a startup name. Yeah, it's fine, it's clear to all of you. Now here I've created a chain by using this model. This is my model, and this is my prompt template. Okay, this is the first chain. Now here I have created one more prompt. Now here I am saying suggest some strategy for the name. So whatever name I will get from here, startup name, for that what I want some sort of a strategy. Let's say I'm going to open, or I'm going to start my adtech startup. So for that what I require, tell me. So for that basically I required audience, I required my team, I required my marketing sales team. If I want to open any fintech startup, or if I want to start any consultancy or whatever, right? Whatever like company which I want to start. So regarding that what I want some sort of a strategy. Getting my point here, yes or no? So now what I will do, I will combine these two chains. See here, this is my first change, this is what, this is my first chain, this one, and this is my second chain. Now I will combine this both thing by using simple sequential chain. I'm making a sequence. I'm trying to make a sequence between these two chain. Okay, before I was just running with a single with a single chain only, and where we were having only two component, LLM and my prompt. Now here I'm going to combine two chain. Now just tell me guys, here I'm using this particular LLM. Can I use a different LLM over here? I can try with that. I can check, right? So here I'm using a same model. Now I can check with a different LLM also in this particular case. So this chain is a pretty amazing thing. It is connecting a homogeneous component, or we can connect a heterogeneous component also. Means some other model as well. You can test it with the other model. So here you can see we are able to do it. Now guys, here what I will do. So here is my first template. This is my first chain. This is my second template. This is my second chain. Now what I will do over here. So here I am going to import a sequence. So here I am going to import a simple sequential chain. Here I'm going to import this simple sequential chain. Now once I will run it, so here I have imported. Now let me create a object of it. So here guys, here is a object. Now inside this object, while I'm creating an object, I will pass some sort of a parameter. So it will call my init method, okay, in a backend. Now here I'm going to pass some sort of a parameter, and that's going to be a very easy. And here is the parameter name. So chains, first is name chain and the second is strategy. So automatically, see what will happen actually. First it will call to this one, it will generate a startup name. Automatically it will give it will give name to this particular to this particular template. Automatically it will fetch from there itself, and I will be getting this strategies. I will be getting this particular strategies. Automatically chaining is happening. Okay, this one. Now let me show you how. So over here, what I will do, so let me create an object, and here I just need to call a method. So here I'm going to call a method that's going to be a chain.run. Now here I want to open a startup. Let's say startup related to the artificial intelligence. So here I'm going to write it down, artificial intelligence. Now here once I will call it, so let me run it and let's see what I will be getting over here. So I'm making a sequence guys between a prompts. So it is saying that develop a strong marketing strategy and some sort of a information. Let me print it so that I won't get this lesson. So here is my strategies. Stay informed and up to date on a latest AI trend. Develop a comprehensive AI strategy. Utilize AI tools. Utilize data-driven insight. So these are some sort of a strategy actually. See, automatically I'm getting. See this name na, which we have defined. See, startup name which is coming over here. Okay. Then whatever name is coming from there, automatically is going over here. This inside this name, and we are getting a strategies. We are chaining. Right. Now this is a simple sequential chain. Now here we have one drawback actually. It is giving me a final answer. It is not giving me a answer. It is not giving me answer related to the first prompt. It is not giving me answer. It is not giving me that particular answer. It is giving me a direct the last one answer from the last like a prompt itself. If you want answer from the entire prompt, so for that also we have one method. Okay, sorry, we have one more class. Let me show you that particular class now. So here what we can do, so I already written the name, so let me give you that particular name, and here is what, here is a name guys. So the name is what. Now let's try to understand the sequential chain. So far actually we have understood the simple sequential chain. Now we are going to understand the sequential chain, and it is having a more power compared to this simple sequential chain, where we can keep the sequence of the different prompts and the different chains. Now let's try to understand this sequential chain, and here what I'm going to do, here I'm going to copy one more code. Now let me paste it over here. So again I'm going to create, okay, already I have a client, so let me remove it. It is not required at all. So here is my prompt template, and what I'm saying here, I want to open a restaurant, suggest me a fancy name. Now just see over here what I'm going to do. I'm going to mention one key over here. That is what, that is my output key. And what is my output key? Output key is nothing, it's a restaurant name, right? Now just see over here where I'm going to use this output key. So here I'm going to define one more parameter, one more prompt template, and here guys you can see. So in this particular prompt template name, we have a prompt template, and here input variable cuisine, and this is a template. Now here is my chain, LLM chain, this is my model, this is my prompt template, and here we have an output key. Now output key is what? Restaurant name. So whatever name basically, whatever name I will get from here, I will keep inside this restaurant name, and this restaurant name I'm passing over here. This restaurant name I'm passing over here, and here whatever thing I will get from here, from this particular prompt, I'm keeping inside the menu item. And if you are going to create a next prompt, you can mention over there. Now let me run it and let me show you what will be the final answer over here. So here I'm going to import the sequential chain, and here you can see. So this is my sequential chain, and now let me copy it and let me paste the final code, and here is my object of the sequential chain. So let me keep it in a single line. So here sequential chain, this is the object which I have created. Now change what I want to chain, means like in terms of what I want to make a chain. So this is the first name chain, this is the one. Now second chain is what, food item chain, means I want a food item regarding that particular restaurant. Now over here this is my input variable, and here is my output variable, restaurant name and menu items. This one, whatever output I'm getting from here, I'm keeping over here inside this variable. Whatever output I'm getting from here, I'm keeping over here inside this variable, and I'm going to mention inside the output variable. If you want to make a further chain, you can do it according to your problem statement. Now let me run it and let me show you the final answer and the final response. So here I am going to call this method chain. Okay, so this is my chain, and here let me run it and see what I will be getting. So chain, and I am passing cuisine Indian. So it is giving me cuisine is what, cuisine is Indian, and here is a restaurant name. There's going to be a Taj Mahal Palace, Taj Maharaja Palace, and here is a menu item. Now so guys, this is the response which I'm getting over here. Can you see over here the response which I'm getting? All the thing in a sequence. Now let me revise this particular thing, revise me this particular concept. So chain, what is a chain? Which is going to connect two components. So here what I did, see here I have connected two components. First is model, second is prompt. Now in example 2 you can see what I'm going to do. So same thing I'm going to perform. Now in the third one, with the entire detail, actually with the entire detail. Now in the third one, I am calling simple sequential chain. In that I am getting an output from the last prompt. But if we are talking about a sequential chain, instead of the simple sequential chain, I am using sequential chain. So I am getting an entire output over here. Means from first template, from first prompt template to last prompt template. And here you can see we are mentioning this output key. So whatever answers I am getting over here, whatever answers I am getting from this particular prompt, right, we are able to store it over here, and we are passing to the next prompt. We are passing to the next like a prompt basically. Over here you can see this one, same restaurant name, and we are going to combine it finally. So guys, tell me, did you like it? Did you understand it? I will come to that. The purpose and all, everything will be clarified, right? So we'll talk about, because everything should be connected now to each other. See, whenever like if you are going to ask to anything to your chat GPT, what do you think? Tell me. So how this application is working? We are like what we are going to do, guys? So we are reaching step by step, actually we are trying to reaching to our final application. Understand, guys? So here if someone has created this chat GPT, they have implemented everything whatever we are going to run by using this Langchain. Here you will find out the memory concept. Okay, let me ask one question to my chat GPT. So here I am asking, can you tell me about something Taj Mahal? Okay, so here I'm asking this question to my chat GPT. Now here you can see here is the answer. Now I'm asking to my chat GPT 2 plus 2 how much? So it is saying to me, let me run it. So here it is saying to me 2 plus 2 is nothing, it's a 5. Okay, sorry, it's a 4, right? Now here if I will ask to my chat GPT how much 100 multiply by 1000. Now if I will run it, so here you will get the answer. Now here if I will ask to my chat GPT who build the Taj Mahal, who built the Taj Mahal? So here if I'm going to ask this particular question, so here you can see the Taj Mahal built by the Mughal emperor. So actually it is not going to forget the context, whatever you are asking now previously, it is able to sustain that particular memory. It's the biggest power of the chat GPT. So we are trying to reach like step by step, we are trying to understand all sort of a thing by using this Langchain, and then finally we'll move to the end, like a goal, our end application. Now over here this chain actually is very important. If we want to retain the information from the first prompt to the last prompt. For that you can use this sequence chain. I can understand you are trying to understand that where we are using in a real time in an application and all. I will come to that part. Okay, but just understand over here. So I was running this SERP API. So here actually, once you will read the entire detail of the SERP API of this agent, so you will find out that in internally it is using the chaining. It is trying to chain each and everything. Back in a backend, basically they have implemented the chaining, complete chaining. So just try to read it, and finally it is giving me the conclusion over here. So in a similar way, here I just shown you the example, a very basic example, but by yourself, what you can do, guys. So by yourself, you can create a different prompts, and you can implement this chaining concept over there, and you can understand in a better way. You can search about the applications and all. Getting my point? Yes or no? Tell me, guys, this thing is getting clear to all of you? If it is getting clear, then please do let me know in the chat. So are you able to get it? Please do let me know in the chat, guys, if this thing is fine to all of you. I'm waiting for a reply, guys. If you can write it down the chat, and if you're liking the session, so please hit the like as well. Great. Now let's try to understand one more concept, and then I will stop the session. Today I couldn't reach to the hugging face, but don't worry, tomorrow I will show you that, and memory also. So one more concept is there, memory. Now let me show you the basic concept. Now the very basic concept of the LangChain, which we are going to use in a future. That is going to be a document loader. So let me explain this document loader also. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you that how you can read any sort of a document by using this LangChain. Now once you will search, let me search over the Google document loader LangChain documentation. So simply I'm searching about this document loader on top of the documentation. So here let me open this document loader. So once you will come inside this module now, and here is a option retrieval. Now inside that you will find out a document loader. So CSV, file directory, HTML, JSON, markdown, PDF, a different document you can load, and it is required. I will show you where it is required, and once I will reach to the practical implementation, once I will create any sort of a project, okay, so there I will show you how you can read a different files and how you can utilize. Let's say you have some information inside the txt file, or maybe in the format of HTML or JSON or maybe CSV. Now you want to read it from there, and you want to give it to you want to give that particular information to your chat GPT or maybe GPT model. So in that case you will have to use this document loader. So let me show you how you can use this PDF loader. So here is a PDF loader. So for that, the first thing what you need to do, you need to install this PyPDF. So just open your Jupyter notebook, and here write it down, this pip install PyPDF. So once you will write it down, this pip install PyPDF, you will be able to install this PyPDF inside your current virtual environment. Now after that you need to write it down this particular command. You need to write down this particular import statement from LangChain document loader import PyPDF loader, right? From the documentation itself I'm going to take it. I'm not going to write down by myself. Here I'm showing you the power of the documentation. So once you will explore it, you will get many more things from here itself, right? Whatever like you want. So here I'm going to what I'm going to do, guys. So here I'm going to mention this import statement. Now we have one now here actually we have to call this particular method, sorry, we have to create a object of this particular class, and here let me paste it down. So this is the py pdf loader. Now I have to pass my pdf, I have to give the I have to like write it down the my path whatever is there in my local system. So inside my download, let me check any pdf is there or not. So let me check with the pdf. Generative AI LMs. Here is a PDF, machine translation attention. So let me copy the path. Let me paste it down over there, and let's see it is able to read it or not. So where is a path, guys? Here is a path. Let me copy the path, and I have copied the absolute path. Now where it is? Here is my code. So here I pasted my path, and let's see it is going to load or not. It's showing a Unicode error, so let me put the R over here, and it is done. Now let me check inside the loader that what I have. So here it is created the object. Now let me write it down, the loader over here, loader dot loader. So once I will write it down this thing, so here you will see that okay, loader loader dot loader pile object no attribute loader. What is this? Let me check the documentation. Here they are calling loader and split, and that will give you the pages. Great. So let me call this loader and split, and here I have a pages. Now let's see, we have a pages. Yes, I got the entire detail. So see, I am able to read the PDF by using this document reader. But why I have shown you this thing? Because it will be required. We use now pandas.read csv for like collecting any sort of a data in the form of data frame, right? So if I want to take any data, if I want to format any data in the form of data frame, so we use this pd.read csv, or we use np.array. Similarly, if you want to read any document by using this Langchain, you can do it. You can do it, guys. So here there is another one, and you can take it as an assignment. You can read the csv. There is a complete code. Here is a code for the file directory. Here is a like html. Here is a json. Markdown is there. There's a different different document loaders you will find out. Now guys, let's try to revise the thing. Let's try to revise the session, what all thing we have learned in today's class, in today's session, and then I will conclude it. And in tomorrow's session I will start from the memory and finally Hugging Face. Sorry, actually I went into some depth. Okay, I try to explain you concept in a detailed way. That's why I couldn't start with the Hugging Face API. But don't worry, in tomorrow's session I will show you how you can download any open source model, how you can use any open source model by using the Hugging Face API. And then right after that we'll try to create our application that is going to be a MCQ generator. We'll see that how you can generate MCQ by giving any sort of a text, and where this document loader, where this chaining memory, each and everything will come into the picture, and even the prompt also, prompt template. Right, now let's revise the thing, what all thing we have learned. So let me revise it over here. So in today's class we have talked about, so where is my pen? Yeah, so in today's class we have talked about this agent. I have shown you that how to call a third-party API. So here we have seen how to call a Google search engine, Google search engine API, Google search engine API. So let's say your ChatGPT actually has been trained till September 2021 data. So if it is not able to give the information in a real time, in that case you can use this agent. You can use the concept of chain, right? You can use the concept of chain in which scenario? So where you have a multiple prompt which is connected to each other, not a simple application, not a simple prompt just for the testing. I'm talking in a real time. So I'm talking in a real time. Just wait. Now it is fine. So here I was talking about this Google search engine, and yep, and then we have talked about the chains, prompt template, also document loader. Now this two thing is remaining. So in tomorrow's session, I will start from the memory. In tomorrow's session, actually, I will try to explain the memory concept, and then I will come to this Hugging Face API. Got it, guys? Yes or no? So, how was the session? Did you learn something new? So, please do let me know, guys. Did you learn something new from here? Whatever I have explained, and how was the session? How was the content? Please do write it down in the chat. Should I add a few more things? If you want, then please do let me know. Please write it on the chat. I'm like waiting for your replies, and you can comment also. So if you are watching rewatching the video, and if you want something from my side, you can write it on the comment section. You can tell me over the LinkedIn, and yeah, that's it. So I hope you are liking my session. So please hit the like button if you are liking the content, if you're liking the session. GPT 3.5 get updated till, yeah, recently we have seen that, okay, today itself. So why we are using LangChain and advantages over other API, you will get to know more about it in tomorrow's session. Otherwise, just try to revisit the session. In a starting itself, I have talked about the limitations of the OpenAI, and I talked about the advantage of the OpenAI. Clearly, I have written it over here. So just try to revisit the session, you will get it. And here I have tried to explain you everything. What is a LangChain? It's a wrapper over the OpenAI, and your app, here is a LangChain which is a wrapper. Now you can hit a multiple thing by using this LangChain. Yes, day 3 note day 3 notebook will be available in your resource section soon. It will be available, don't worry. Yeah, so this is it, guys, from my side. I hope I already told you the tomorrow's agenda, memory, and the Hugging Face, right? So thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye bye for joining the session. If you have anything, any doubt or any concern, or anything in your mind, so just do let me know. Please write it on the please write down your thoughts in a comment section, and you can ping me over my LinkedIn as well. So thank you, guys. Bye bye. Take care. Have a great day ahead. We'll meet you soon on the same time at 3 p.m. IST tomorrow. Thank you.